So, I was just, browsing around the internet, watching some PewDiePie, chilling, Let's Plays, and I was watching. He's talking about copyright shit, right, and all these takedown things. I was like, takedown. That sounds something happened, right? There's this thing. I believe it was called YouTube Heroes. Whatever happened to that? Because the thing is, it popped up for maybe a month. My memory's bad. I really didn't look a ton into usage back when it first came out. Apparently, it was just, from what I read, was a rebrand of just their. I must set this down. It was a rebrand of their mass flagging system. But the thing is, nobody's really made a video on what the hell happened to YouTube Rewind, or fucking Christ, YouTube Heroes, because there's this huge outrage on. Oh well, there's just gonna be mass takedowns on all these creators, and it's just going to be a bunch of people who just get to strike down whatever the hell they want, because they fucking feel like it. But it back in its prime, it did create a ton of outrage, and I was pissed about it. I was like, that's really stupid. That is genuinely a bad idea. Like, YouTube. Why? The thing is, like, you're giving too much power to everyday YouTube users. I wouldn't want that power. And I'm sure there are a lot of people who, when it first got announced, they're like, yeah, let's clean up YouTube. Yo, guys, let's do something better for YouTube. But a lot of creators, myself, even though this channel's fucking dead and I stopped, so now I just post, but I don't even post on that. They're like, they're so against it, and they're like, no, bad idea. No, it just bad idea. There are reasons, and I could list them, but I'd have to strain off the top of my head, and I want to take this in one shot. So, I was doing some research on it. I was looking around, and I first looked on YouTube. I just searched what happened to YouTube Heroes. You heard nothing about it. It just disappeared. And at first I thought, okay, maybe it got shut down. Maybe YouTube's like, oh, you know what? This is a bad idea. Like, for once, YouTube was like, not a good idea. We shouldn't have done this. But it didn't disappear. Because you remember, if not, then just go check out. Just literally search YouTube Heroes. You can watch the original video, PewDiePie's fucking video on it, Chad Wildclay's video on it. Back when I used to watch. That's back when I used to watch his channel. That was, cringy times. But it's like, what happened? Because they're like, yeah, dude, you can all your friends. Where the fuck is? Oh, you're in frame. I was like, what the fuck is in frame? They're like, you can, flag all these bad videos and, take down all this political stuff. So it's the platform's better for advertisers, right? Because that's apparently what it is. Is, hey, they talk about political shit or something. Oh, we don't like them. Oh, I don't agree with that opinion. I don't care. I'm taking it down. Flag. Report. And I think that hit around, a year before the apocalypse too? It's been a little while. The original video, I looked. I believe it's no longer on YouTube does not have that video up anymore because I searched it. It ain't there. So what happened to YouTube Heroes? Apparently is rebranded. Well, no, it wasn't rebranded. It was cut down in size. And from what I heard, from what I read, the only place I could really get anything on it was Reddit, and that was like a few comments. They just lowered the scale, and it's a very select group of people who can do it now. But I think looking back at it all now, it was kind of the step before the adpocalypse, where, or at least for the new policies formed on what you can put in a video, what you can't put in a video, what goes and what doesn't. But I was taken aback by, wow, nobody's talking about this. Like, I get it's been 2 years. It's been 2 years. So, obviously no one's talking about it now, but what about back then? What about 6 months after, a year after, 2 months after? What happened to YouTube Rewind? Oh my God, I'm so bad. YouTube heroes. What happened? And it was just kind of left untouched, And I was like, honestly, before like I watched all the bad videos on it, I was like, you're giving a bit too much. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go in and I'm going to start flagging all these, stupid videos. Like, and make it even more of a problem for YouTube, Like, oh, well, all these whatever videos are getting flagged, what the hell are we going to do about it? I was going to start flagging, like, toy channels, I think I remember. That wasn't really a thing back then, huh? Just like the stupid content creators I didn't like, I was gonna go flag them all and be like, oh, well, YouTube heroes, that's a good platform, but it's been downscaled, and I know when it first was announced, I looked fucking everywhere for that. Because the thing is, they told you absolutely goddamn nothing about how to use it or where to find it. Because I looked. And you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Correct me in the comment section. Nobody fucking will because nobody cares. It's such a dead meme. It is no longer relevant. Nobody cares at all about it anymore. But I was just sitting here. I'm like, hey, so, the hell happened? Like, where'd this go? I still think it's a bad idea. From what I read, mass flagging is still an issue. What the... Who in fucking YouTube thought this was a good idea, though? Back then, like, oh yeah, let's just... Especially with, like, the attitude that a lot of people have nowadays, where it's like, oh, you're voicing an opinion I don't agree with, and I don't like that, so I'm gonna take down your video, because why the fuck not? Because I'm an asshole, and I don't care about you, I just care about myself. What the fuck? But, like, it was supposed to... it wasn't broadly pushed as advertisers. We gotta come on, make it better for the advertisers. It was pushed as improve the community. Get rid of all these bad videos. All these bad videos. Oh, they're saying things you don't agree with. Get rid of them. Flag PewDiePie. He's being real controversial right now with all that Nazi propaganda. God. Remember the Wall Street Journal? Yeah, I still don't... I thought they were a legitimate news source. Till now, I really don't take them seriously anymore. But that led into the adpocalypse. And it's like, okay, well now we have a reason. We gave advertisers a reason to pull out, Just all these broken rules, broken policies, broken website. I feel like it was just one stair step to the other, and you finally reach the top. And that's when they fucked YouTube over. And YouTube's like, well, shit. We fucked up. The thing that's funny about it, too, is, for such a big company it is, there are so many things they can fix. And, it may be a little tricky, but especially now with all this, I'm seeing, it's always been an issue. And it's always, everyone's always talking about it. But it's copyright. Sorry. I'm dying. But it's the abuse of the copyright system. It's really fucking bright. Just got back from a cruise. I'm still adjusting. I got sick. I'll be honest. JoJo Siwa was on the ship. I touched her. I think I have AIDS. I'm going to die within the next 48 hours. I have AIDS. I'm going to die. But back on, just with the copyright, all the fake copyright strikes, claims, takedowns on videos, all the DMCA shit. I think it's stupid. YouTube could easily fix this. And I know I made a rant on YouTube before, and that was back when everyone was making a rant on YouTube, because a rant on YouTube was big. It was like, oh, yeah, YouTube's broken. Oh, let's all file on YouTube. Yeah, YouTube's broken. And it still is. And it's been 2 years. And nothing's been fixed. So it's like, well, Susan, what the fuck are you doing? And this year, just with the 2018 YouTube Rewind being the most disliked video in YouTube's history, people going back and unliking Justin Bieber's Baby just so YouTube Rewind 2018 could get to the top. That was hilarious. And all the jokes about copy striking YouTube Rewind, that was, that's funny shit. I think that's hilarious. Goddamn. Because you've got these policies in place, and their policies really haven't changed ever since the apocalypse. And it's so not creator friendly. It's all fucking focused on the advertisers. Thing is, it's Google. It's Google. We're talking about a $1 billion corporation here, and YouTube's just this small little branch, this small little project, I'd call it, project in the works, alongside all these other things Google's doing. And YouTube's concerned about advertisers. That doesn't make sense to me at all, because of how big YouTube is. And yes, you're losing views, right? No, sorry. I said that wrong. You're losing money, but you're Google. That's not an issue. That's not a problem. This is not something you need to be worried about, being Google, the giant fucking corporation you are. What is it? No, Bezos owns Amazon, right? Who the fuck owns Google? Alexa, who owns Google?
Google is owned by Alphabet.
Okay. Google's owned by Alphabet. Alexa, who owns Alphabet?
Alphabet is owned by Larry Page and Sergey Brin.
So, okay. So, Larry Page and Sergey Brin. Jesus, why do I not see their names on a giant ass, big, you'd never think that Google's actually owned by something, but that's interesting. I think I had heard that before. So, Alexa, Who's Google's CEO? Maybe we'll know him.
Google's chief executive officer is Sundar Pichai.
Who the fuck? Goddamn what? Sundar Pichai. Alright. 3 people I've never heard the names of. Interesting. And how much fucking money do they make? Alexa, what's Google's net worth?
When the market closed on December 27, 2018, the market capitalization of Alphabet, previously known as Google, was $729 billion US.
7 billion? Alexa, say again? Billion or million?
When the market closed on December 27, 2018, the market capitalization of Alphabet, previously known as Google, was $729 billion US.
Million. Are you sure? They're definitely worth more than... Maybe that was their stock. No, fuck that. No, that's not their stock. That's not their stock. Apple's a giant-ass corporation, and their stock's cheaper. But you get what I'm saying. Google doesn't have to worry about money. It's 7 billion. It's gotta be fucking 7 billion. It's 7 billion. It's not 7 million. Trust me. But that doesn't make goddamn sense. So anyways, back onto the video. YouTube. I know you'll never see this. No one will ever see this. Fix your shit. We've always said it. Everyone's always still saying it. Fix your shit. Fix copyright. It's easy. Make it more difficult for people to strike things, you know? Have a certification level, I'd say, you know? Get a certification level. I know it's murder to look into all these little things, right? And it's gonna cost a goddamn pretty penny. But if you want to improve your site and stop being bitched at for once, do that. You know? Have some verification, as I said, you know? Have some... Because the way they do it right now is they don't moderate it at all. It's the companies that strike it. They get to say, once you try to either leave it, yeah, or dispute it, they get to say, okay, we were in the wrong, or no, fuck you, taking it down, we get all the cash, you get jack shit, nothing. And the thing is, they copyright goddamn everything. Even shit that's not theirs. I remember back when, this was what I thought is fair claim. So I was playing a game, I don't remember what it was called, it's still on the channel, but it was playing, Hello Darkness, my old friend, you know, The Sound of Silence, the old original Simon and Garfunkel, and it got struck. And I had no fucking clue who fucking struck it. I'm like, who the fuck are these people? You know? And it might have been a legit claim. I didn't dispute it because it's probably fucking actually them. But it was probably a claim that was done by, you know, automatic claim system. But I had a few that were manually claims, and they weren't copyrighted. There was a game I played. I forget what it was called. I don't exactly remember which one it was. I was playing it, and the thing was, it's a smaller game. It was on Game Jolt, and you know, the creator would actually, he was active in the videos that were the Let's Plays that were being posted of his game, you know, and I made several videos on it, and, you know, he commented on all of them, and he's like, yay, thanks so much for playing my game, I'm glad you enjoyed it, I just came out with this new one, check this out. But, and it was good games, fun games. Back when I did that, and I hated myself for doing that, and I still do. Because fuck Let's Plays. I was just following the crowd, and it really was stupid. But it got claimed. Music in game got claimed. And I'm like, what? Like, I couldn't monetize at the time, but it was, I'll be honest, it was a little broken. Because I'd always go through and I'd try to turn it on, because to hell if YouTube knows how old you are, oh, you can just enter a fake date, they're not going to look into that. But it wasn't there, but it would show the monetization symbol and like the amount. Of course I didn't make anything, because it was like, I got like 50 views per video on a good fucking day. A fucking Via's Calling got the most on my channel. I was shook. It was like almost 300, and I'm like, I didn't set a thumbnail. I didn't edit. I just did like the cutting of me going in, and I did the cutting, and I did the outro. I didn't thumbnail it because my thumbnail failed, and I was too lazy. I was like, whatever, I don't care. This is another Let's Play. And it wasn't like I went in depth with the game or anything either. It was just, let's play this. This looks interesting, And I played it, and it blew up. I'm like, what the fuck? I know I'm off topic as shit, and I'm dragging it on like a goddamn bitch, and you all hate me for it. Nobody's gonna watch this far. Hello, you're not here. I'm talking to myself in a room, all alone, with the fan on, because fuck my audio. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyways, YouTube, we'll finish it out here, because I actually want to go and edit something together from what recently happened, and maybe bring the channel back to life, but it'd be fun to do. Anyways, YouTube, fix your shit. Those policies you implemented are all for advertisers. If you want to fix your system, 3 things you can do. A, make it more creator friendly. I don't want to get beaten down for trying to upload a video. That's why PewDiePie doesn't swear anymore. He gets demonetized because of all these advertiser friendly things. No, he doesn't. He does that as a joke now. Honestly, it's so obvious. Because of, it used to be the way they had their policies set was like, their first policies after the apocalypse was hella damage control. It's like, no swearing, keep it family friendly. Come on, we gotta make some money back. We just had the apocalypse. It's been like 6 months since anyone legitimate has given us money to give to other creators and keep the majority for ourselves. So that. B, I said 3 things. 2, fix the goddamn copyright claim system. I don't want some rando fake ass nigga coming in and claiming my video for a clip. Maybe it happened with me playing piano. That got striked. I can go back and search copyright claim in my fucking thing, and I can assure you I did like 3 piano videos. I did a video where it never ended up on the channel. It ended up enlisted. I did a video where I covered Vance Joy's Riptide, me singing, my dad playing guitar. That got claimed. I'm like, all right, yeah, okay, that makes sense. It's fair use. Fuck off. And I wasn't gaining any monetary, but still, it's broken as all hell. So come up with a way that you can somehow mitigate that, because I know you don't give a shit. And that's the problem. It's because you don't give a shit people hate you don't give a shit. Maybe you should try giving a shit and see what happens. Just a little idea. And number 3, make it harder to take down videos. Like, I get the YouTube Hero thing, you know, and I get it's still in place. And I honestly appreciate that there is a flag system involved with YouTube. Being honest, within the few recent, you know, things that have gone on, there are things that are lacking though in my opinion, in your punishment system for certain creators. I don't think there's enough outreach for reporting channel. There should be a channel-wide report. You know, because there's some, you know, you've got these channels that post spam, they post scams, there's a ton of fucking scams. All this shit. Just fix your system when it comes to how you deal with strikes on creators, channel takedowns, because I can promise you, you're not doing it right. Especially with the 3 strikes and you're out on the copyright, going back to that. It's three copyright strikes. But like, takedowns, right? Because no, they don't fucking give a shit about you. They don't care about the creator. But 3 strikes, you're out. You're done. Your channel's shut down. I remember when this is completely off topic and I'm rambling, and this video is going to be way longer than it needs to be. And I swear to God, I'm not trying to stretch it out. This is just the way my videos, when I vlog, they end up this long. And I was always aware of it. I never need to stretch my vlogs to 10 minutes because I don't vlog. And when I did, they'd always end up having a runtime fucking 40 plus minutes because I keep talking, because I ramble and I think of more things, because that's the way I am. And then I forget what I'm actually going to go on next. Oh, now one moment. Oh yeah, right. And back to their policies, because that was a giant fucking jump and none of you followed it. Going back to their policies with after the adpocalypse. This was much after the adpocalypse. YouTube started striking down channels. And if you noticed, vaping channels, you know, Donnie Smokes, one of my, back in the day, you know, back junior year, now I'm a senior, I'm about to fucking graduate. Whack shit, I started it freshman year, I still hate it, but it's here still. I debated deleting it, but nah. He not only got taken down, right, his channel deleted, all his videos deleted, all his videos flagged, he'd lose all his monetization. He got fucking IP banned. That rips for Donnie Smokes. He's back on now, but he got fucking IP banned from YouTube. He started his own website, you know? And yes, he had a few videos where it's like, hiding your jewel from your parents. That's kind of catering towards minors. That might not be the best idea. You know, all that kind of stuff. And so, but the thing is, the majority of his videos were reviews. He did reviews on, you know, the Breeze, Smock. I'm sure he did a shit ton, you know, mods, like the, I'm sure he did, he did the Pearl. He did the Novo just recently. After I got a Novo, I fucking loved it. You know, he did hot boxes, and it wasn't just vape channels, it was weed channels. A shit ton of weed channels got struck down. And, you know, I don't watch that content because why? You know, I'm not into it. Yeah, I follow some guys who do it. I follow Nate420, but that's the only channel I follow. I barely even watch his videos. I watch his vape videos. I don't watch his hotbox, blunt hotbox. But they just, ton of channels got taken down for no reason, and it was all because of these cover our ass policies that were implemented, and then they tried to rewrite their policies, and the fucking AIs aren't making it strikes any better. I think YouTube just needs to chill the fuck out with copyright, and fix it, because they're really not doing goddamn anything about it. YouTube is so distant from creators now. It's such a faraway thing. They're so separated that they've kind of turned into two different bodies. YouTube no longer, not like they ever have. I'm sure there was a point where they did, but they don't listen to their creators anymore at all. They're so distant from the actual community. And I think the funny thing was Rewind this year was all about the community. But the thing is, it showed just how really out of touch and how distant they really are from what's happening in the community and what's happening on the platform. Seeing the amount of dislikes it got, seeing all the backlash it got, it was just terrible. It was awful. And and I think there are certain creators that did things this year that they weren't punished hard enough. Logan Paul, PewDiePie makes one joke. This is obviously a joke. And, he gets kicked off his partnership with his network. He loses his fucking YouTube Red series. Shit ton of his videos are demonetized. He's censored as hell. He gets struck left and right. And he had to recover. And there are certain things he completely stays away from now because he's on top. YouTube's edging at him, How do we take this guy down? That's not their exact mindset. But the people who are around the community are like, especially these goddamn YouTube heroes are like, okay, where do we... and the media. They're like, where's his Achilles? We gotta find his Achilles. They can't. But, fucking Logan Paul, Suicide Forest. He films a goddamn dead man hanging in a suicide forest, while also in his vlog series, nobody really paid attention at that point. He's waltzing around Japan, fucking, disrespecting the entire goddamn nation is a good fucking way to describe it. And he gets kicked off Google Preferred. He temporarily he loses his YouTube Red series. He loses his YouTube Red movie, because that's what it was. And so he takes a break. He comes back, and everything's fine. Oh, I fucked up. Yeah, you fucked up, dumbass. You should have watched over the video and said, you know what? That's not such a good idea. Maybe I shouldn't post this to the platform. But he's back on Google Preferred, to my knowledge. I may be wrong on that. I'm just assuming he is. He gets his YouTube Red movie, and he gets a fucking second one, but they won't release Scare PewDiePie Season 2. I think it's just bullshit, And that period in time, around, YouTube travels in phases, in my opinion, where everyone focuses on one thing for exclusively 3 to 4 months, and then it disappears. Nobody gives a shit. And then it moves on to these next controversies, and it goes to the next, and the next, and the next. and YouTube barely changes. I think it's bullshit. So point of this video, YouTube, fix your shit. I told you how. These might not be technical, they might not be perfect, but it's a general idea. How to fix the website, how to get less shit. Maybe just start listening to your creators more, Come together with some of your top creators and be like, okay, so what do you think is wrong with the platform? You don't have to get everyone in, but, PewDiePie makes great points on what's wrong. Philip DeFranco, other channels, like, I'm sure Markiplier and Jacksepticeye have some good out. I'm just going off people I watch. I'm sure they're fucking Unbox Therapy. He probably has to deal with a ton of shit. All these review channels, especially music channels and people who do covers and stuff. Get together with them and say, okay, what do you think is broken? Okay, that's what's broken in your opinion. We either disagree or agree. But even if we disagree, how would we go about fixing these problems? Just a small group, maybe at a convention, just come together with a few of your top creators, because they seem to have a wider outlook. They're there. They're observing what's happening on the platform. They can see a lot more than someone like me, because they have more creator studio stats, so they can see more analytic things. They can see monetization drops. They can see certain very specific things. But just come together with those people and resolve the issue. It's not that hard. Susan, it's not that fucking hard. I believe in you. I know you won't fucking do it, so I guess I don't believe in you. I take it back. Fuck you, YouTube. Fix your shit. I'm tired of it. And we're all tired of it. And we're all bitching about it. But you don't give a shit. And that's the problem. So try fucking giving a shit for once. Because, just, goddamn, maybe if you gave a shit and you went out and you're like, okay, let's try to fix this. We might not be perfect, because you never fucking are. Maybe we might fix something. Or maybe you'll break everything. Just like the Google Plus integration, and then trying to take Google Plus out. Fix it. I'm dying. I'm getting sick. Anyways, cheers to YouTube being broken and them never fixing the system. But if they do, as here, I had those ideas, and if it happens, hey, fuck you for not mentioning me in the fixing the video, fixing the platform. Give me some credit. Come on. Give all of us some credit for all these goddamn ideas we're throwing out at you, and you're just like, but money. Oh, what? They're complaining. I don't give a shit. Anyways, that was pretty stupid. I'm gonna go, because I've been sitting in front of this camera for almost 40 minutes. Damn, I can talk. Yo, I should be a streamer. I would make mad fucking bank. I can ramble for days. Mark ain't got shit on me. He only went for like 3 hours. I can fucking top that. This was easy shit. Come at me, Twitch. I'm on this. I'm on the ball. Let's go. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. I hope you enjoyed, because you probably didn't watch the entire thing. If you did, holy shit, congrats to you. I'm going to stretch it out to 40 minutes. We're going to take some rips and enjoy how broken YouTube is. So, clinkies. And I'm just going to hit my vape and contemplate. My fan's on. Airflow's whack. Airflow's whack. My French inhale was fucked. So, yeah. That's it. I hope you're having a great break. Great December. It's almost over. But, yeah. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.